Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Modern Builder. All right, today we're going to hit AI and real estate development and construction. What does that mean for you? What topics are we looking at? How is that going to change the dynamic in which we build in the future? All right, let's kick it. So, first of all, a lot of times when we think of AI, especially in this industry that's a little bit reluctant to adopting technology, we consider things like robots that are going to build the next World Trade Center for us. Well, let me tell you, that's a long ways away. You know, it's great to push our boundaries and push the way that we consider innovation and technology. At the same time, let's start simple. Let's focus on easy wins, easy wins that create significant impact immediately and compound in that impact. What do I mean by that? Think about administrative tasks. Think about managing communication, documents, and data, generally speaking, across the dozens of stakeholders that exist when we build really any kind of project, right? I mean, that number only increases uh, when we increase that project value, that project size. So think about, I don't know, a $100 million multifamily development, right? You got tons of stakeholders involved, and you have a necessity to collaborate with those stakeholders, right? So if we're not collaborating with those stakeholders, if we're not allowing for a simple means for our trades to communicate, I don't know, a submittal, an RFI to the GC through to the design team, potentially some involvement with the owner if there's going to be a change in, I don't know, a finish, a spec, a timeline, a schedule, whatever. You get the picture. Lots of different companies, lots of different people, lots of different perspectives. How is this flow happening on a job, right? How is this flow happening in a way that is not going to diminish the relationship across these stakeholders? How is the flow happening in a way that is not going to cause delay, which of course, time is money, money is time, right? Let me tell you what is not going to work. What's not going to work is Excel and email and handwritten notes and, I don't know, a revenue share model for some legacy tech product, right? What is going to work though is a modern tech stack that's simple, like the smartphone you're using today, like the computer you're using today, like any new technology you're using today, right? That's what's going to work. And really, as a bonus of what that's doing for you, is it's indexing that data, it's indexing that back and forth, it's indexing the details of that submittal, of the specification, of the communication that's happening, right? It's automating the workflow across those teams. It's automating those reminders, those due dates, those ball and courts, those open action items, the transparency across these stakeholders, the accountability across these stakeholders, right? So all of these things are creating efficiencies. I mean, I guess you can say arguably at a significant amount or arguably at a small amount. Nonetheless, regardless of what angle, cup half full, half empty you want to take there, it's still a few seconds, a few minutes for every single one of these stakeholders, for every single submittal, for every single RFI, for every single meeting minute, for every single budget review, for every single permit management tracking, right? So these are maybe small numbers when you think about one submittal, but certainly when you look at a project over time, it is not small, right? That's significant time that could be saved. And again, do I got to remind anyone what time is? No, I don't. Time's money, right? So that's what we're looking at. Yeah. It's starting simple with what AI can do for you. So back to that original point, we're not talking about robots just yet. I mean, there are companies that are looking at robots like Boston Dynamics. They got robots bouncing around fake job sites and whatnot that they set up to test the robot. Pretty crazy stuff. I'm not not taking away from from robots doing robot things. That's great. I encourage that. I hope that continues to increase in its capability, so on and so forth. I'm talking about right now. I'm talking about how you bridge the gap between what you're doing today and that robot helping your team on job sites, right? So what we're doing today is we're creating efficiency with modern tech in the same exact way that you're creating efficiency by upgrading your smartphone, by getting a new computer, by, I don't know, getting a new Apple Watch, right? These are all, relatively speaking, small changes, small upgrades, small improvements on tech, iPhone after iPhone, Android after Android, right, year over year. But it's still creating efficiency. And when you look at it at the scale of a project, back to that $100 million multifamily example, random example I'm throwing out there, right? You're talking about those small wins across all of these stakeholders, across all of these functions, all of these operations for the course of your, I don't know, average 2-year, 3-year project timeline. That's not insignificant. I mean, that is significant time that you have the opportunity to save on. And guess what? With modern tech, you don't have to enter a revenue share agreement, a percentage of your construction volume to onboard, to leverage, to use technology. You don't need to do that, right? Let's move away from legacy model. Let's move away from legacy wrapping us up, handcuffing us with licensing agreements, with friction in integrations, with difficulty in using the product in these crazy certification programs. Come on, you don't buy a phone and enter a certification program, post it on LinkedIn and say, hey, I'm certified in Gmail messaging. I'm certified in iMessage on WhatsApp. I'm certified in, I don't know, calendar, right? I mean, that's crazy talk, right? So that's what we're talking about, is all of these small things add up. So what did I just touch on? I touched on intuitive product use, right? So we talked about upgrading the tech stack. So, that can be speed increases, that could be better placement of solutions, so that instead of thinking about the 10 clicks to accomplish a task, it's so obvious right in front of you that in 1 click, in 2 clicks, 3 clicks max, you're getting to the action item that you're trying to address. You're responding to that open item that you've been assigned to. You're doing what you need to do in less clicks. You don't need to be certified. You don't need to get trained up on using a management platform, right? We're not talking rocket science. We're not talking robots that, are going to build an 80-floor high rise in the heart of Manhattan, right? We're just talking about basic core management solutions for construction and real estate development. That's what we're talking about. If anybody here thinks they need a certificate to run through such a platform, they're stuck in the 90s. That's reality, right? All right, next thing that we're going to hit on as it relates to data, a modern tech stack, and AI is pushing off the desire to onboard a solution, to switch from legacy to a modern solution by a week, by a month, by a quarter, by a year, by when you're quote unquote not too busy. Every day, every week, every month, quarter, year that passes is the same amount of time that you're losing out on compiling, on indexing that data in a proper manner that allows you, that enables you as a company, you as a PM, you as a project exec, you as a CEO, to leverage that data, to allow your team to leverage that data, to allow your business to leverage that data, to allow your stakeholders to leverage that data for AI insights, for AI simplicity. Again, forget the robots, right? Forget, buildings getting built on their own. We're just talking about improving your day-to-day with a substantial amount of time by using AI that will simplify your admin tasks, right? I mean, it's a mouthful what I just said, just trying to hit every angle so that it can be grasped easily, right? I'm just trying to touch on all of the factors that one would embrace, understand in a way that, they want to hear it, right? So imagine your boss asking you to pull up a spent to date report on 2 out of the 5 active development projects you got going on. Is that easy? Is that quick? How many clicks does it take you to get that? What if I told you it should take you 1 click, right? If you got the product up on your dashboard, on your monitor screen, on your laptop screen, on your phone, whatever, it should take you 1 click, a second click to share it, right? That's what we're talking about. Imagine if you no longer had to dive through your emails, dive through your SharePoints that are impossible to share with these permission controls that, a rocket science is needed on your team in order to figure that stuff out. So imagine sharing this information to your boss in 1 click, in 2 clicks. And not only doing it in 1 or 2 clicks, this is data that is verifiable in the sense that you can see, you can understand how it's being populated, how, why. Because of modern tech stack, you got your stakeholders on the product, you got teams plugging in the relevant action items, right? They're relevant, their respective action items through the project, right? It's not all at once. It's not some crazy lift. It's day to day. It's your day-to-day actions, right, that are going to be going to be done, going to be completed with simplicity, right? No more pulling up Word and Excel and PDF and migrating the file type and Excel crashing on you. You got 500 tabs open. You don't even know what was the latest pay app. You don't even know what was the latest workforce report. Whatever you just pulled in from stakeholder A, you're now pulling it into your dashboard B manually, typing in. You're tired. You're looking at a million different numbers. Impossible to differentiate the 1 and the 0 and the point, 4 and 0.5, and you get the point, right? You get the picture. Centralize all of this. Allow for professionals. I'm talking about trades. I'm talking about GC. I'm talking about design team. I'm talking about you, developer. I'm talking about expediter. I'm talking about everybody on the project, right? All stakeholders. That's what I'm talking about. Let these professionals who all use a smartphone, who all use a computer, let them log in, right, to this central product and let them do the same actions that they're doing on email, on Excel, on Word, on PDF, on who the hell knows what. Let them do that same action in a central product, reducing their duplicative entry, reducing your duplicative entry, reducing manual migration of numbers and file sharing and size restrictions and permission controls and blah, blah. Allow for everybody to do that once. The data is indexed for you to leverage, right, actively in the future, in hindsight, in facility management, and whatever. Let them all plug it in so that you could, in 1 click, in 2 clicks, send your boss the cost to spend report, a spent to date report, a forecasting report, a workforce report, right? A performance report, open items, a schedule, right? Pinpoint who is a bottleneck, right? Pull up your last meeting minutes, understand, why something fell behind, understand who's responsible, address that. 2 clicks, 3 clicks, address it, done. Next project, same thing, right? Oh, you got a line of HVAC risers that just went out because it's 110 degrees out. Well, let's figure out, right, who installed that, what the warranty is, who approved those units, and guess how many clicks, right? 3. Find that in 3 clicks. Do a search in your product, search HVAC, pops up right there, specs, HVAC, boom, submittal, person A, approve this, date, so-and-so, done, understand it, send a note to them, alert, warranty, insurance, do all of that in a matter of clicks. Why? Because data is being indexed. It's not hidden in siloed Excel files and individual local computer drives and email chains that you can't access, right? That's the power of data. That's the power of modern tech stack. That's the power of enabling professionals to be professionals, to do their job in a collaborative format, in a collaborative manner. I don't want to hear any of this not tech savvy. Whoever says they're not tech savvy today in 2024, tell them to throw out their smartphone immediately. Tell them to get a pen and paper and use the payphone, right? That's not tech savvy, right? If you're using a smartphone, if you're emailing, if you're sending Excel files and Word and all those clunky, products, you're tech savvy. You're more tech savvy than you need to be for a modern stack to manage your day-to-day ops, to manage your project. All right, people. That's it. To summarize, what we're saying here is modern tech stacks, what do they do for you? One, they're not going to charge you a rev share percentage of ACV for your projects. That's crazy. Two, modern tech stack is not going to require for teams to get certified in how to share a document and how to log an RFI, right? You know how to use a smartphone, boom, you're certified to use modern tech, a modern tech stack, a modern management solution, right, for your construction development projects. Three, it's going to index your project data and allow you to use it actively on your project, allow you to use it proactively for your next projects, allow you to use data for your asset management, facility management needs when something goes wrong, for your CapEx plans on your active or completed assets, right, that you're managing. Four, wrapping kind of all of this together is efficiency, right? You're going to allow efficiency, maybe if you want to look at it micro, small, but then once you recognize the big picture, all of those small efficiency wins are going to add up to some serious efficiency wins with significant value in time savings, in ability to collaborate, right? No more banging your head, no more headaches on why communication broke down, why this person wasn't communicating like this and that, right? So that simplicity is going to create efficiency with significant meaning to it, with significant value to it. All right, everyone. Let me know what you think. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Let me know if you got any topics you want me to review. If you want to jump on, we'll do a chat, a little podcast, brainstorm style. Hear what you have to say. Please subscribe. Please like. Please comment. Appreciate you guys. This is Adam Stark with The Modern Builder. See you.